Ever since I did that video on a Muslim feminist, my entire algorithm has been cooked. Thank you. Soundboard, wake up. Come on, we got a show to do. And so my entire TikTok feed has been flooded with this stuff. So let's get back off into this, dude.
It's also National Hijab Day for those who were
blinded for not wearing one. But yet they're not oppressive. It's not bad. I just don't get why these feminists are fighting so hard for this stuff, dude. Like, Sharia law is not a good thing. It's not a good thing, bro.
What these women in Afghanistan and Iran and Pakistan are going through by the hands of Muslim men. Preacher and Islamic scholar Saud Saleh on the rape of Yazidi women by ISIS.
What's Islam's view on concubines?
A Muslim man can have up to 4 wives at once. And in addition to the 4 wives, he can have an unlimited number of concubines.
Good Lord. So you can have 4 wives and a ton of side pieces? I mean, I could see maybe if you're a very high value guy, you know, maybe here in the States. But in general, I don't think this level of gluttony and lust is a good thing.
Which refer to women who are basically have slave status when they are owned by her master. A woman owned by her master has to freely give herself to the master. The master has the right to have sexual relations with her as though she were one of his wives.
And is there?
I mean, it sounds like a good deal for the guys. They can really do whatever they want.
Does consent play into this at all, or do?
It's like, there is no consent. I am the consent. I am the consent.
Can we?
The understanding is that by virtue of the fact that she's owned, she does not have the right to consent. Or to withhold herself from her master. The master has the full right over her, and her consent does not play anything in this relationship.
What's Islam's view?
Oh, so rape.
That's insane. They're viewed as, essentially, in my opinion, if you're a slave, you're subhuman. You know what I mean? Like, what is going on? What? Not even considered a person, really? This is wild. It's hard to believe.
We've all been brainwashed. Islam is free choice. The hijab is a choice. It's a statement of devotion to your creator. It's a sign of respect. It's a sign of dignity. There is no compulsion in Islam. Everything you do is between you and your creator.
What? Okay. Why aren't you wearing a hijab? She's like blonde-haired, blue-eyed. You know what I mean? I don't understand this. What is going on, bro?
Oh, wow.
Wait, aren't y'all not allowed to dance, though? I thought y'all weren't allowed to dance. What is all this? What is going on? What is going on, bro? Trust me, man. Y'all don't want this Sharia law stuff, bro. You really don't want it. What is this clip? What's going on? Why is he pushing her head down? What is she doing? Is he pushing her head down? What is she doing? What is he? What is going on? Bro, this looks like some level 9,000 gooners. What is this? This is a goon squad out here. What is even going on? This is another level right here. This is a whole other level. Got a guy in the Discord. Shout out to my man, Eric. Shout out to my man, Eric. Hey, Levi, in case you need some more evidence that free cash is legit, I've been using free cash for 1.5 years. Here are my total earnings. It's paid for a lot of my furniture around my home. $2,300 with 637 offers completed. Shout out to Eric. Go click the QR code there, scan that with your phone, or click the link in the description there, and go get you some free cash, bro. $10 on me if you download it today. If you download today, you get $10 on me, and I believe your first cash out's around $25. Let's get back into this madness. Oops, sorry.
That's horrible.
This is really, I bring all this stuff up, chat, because this is very disturbing for me. The fact that women don't think this is a big deal. Like this is a very bad deal for me. Once again, the reason I bring all this stuff up is because There is a huge thing going on in Frisco, Texas right now where there's a lot of Muslim people moving in, a lot of Indians, bro. A lot of Indians moving in on these H-1Bs and these F-1s. And no, I'm not talking about the formula racing. So
I didn't know it was that bad.
This is the map of H-1B workers currently registered in America. What are you...
Look at that. Texas has become New Delhi. This is Mumbai. What is going on? This is making me want to leave Texas.
What do you notice about this map?
They're
all
green?
in Texas. Look at this. In Irving, Texas, several H-1B employees were found to be working at a software development company, which is a 7-Eleven. This is
Oh my God.
organized thing. Indian consulting firms run by American Indians are bringing in Indian workers on H-1B, then using Indian attorneys to game the system. Several companies have been reporting they'll hire a senior developer. He comes in, he barely speaks any English and doesn't know how to do the job. They're scamming us. This is a civilizational scam. One company, Cognizant, 56% of their workers are Indian. The other percentage come from Canada. They're just Indian.
Oh my God, they're just Indians from Canada. Here's my whole thing, and then chat, put a 1 in the chat if you agree. There are some positives from the Indian population moving in. Very low crime, very high grades. They do very well in school, and they're not very violent. The problem is they don't assimilate culturally, from what I've seen. They're building mosques, they're building these massive compounds to try to push their religious ideologies, which in my opinion is a big problem. And then also they're taking jobs from people that live in these areas like Plano, Frisco. These areas are so bad. I believe the stat is there's 1% of Indians are in Texas, but 33% of that 1% is in Frisco. That's a lot, dude. That's a lot. So this chick kind of talks about it.
So I just have to ask, Frisco, Texas, are y'all okay? Like, between the HB1 visa situation, the young girl in the park getting assaulted by the Karen, some guy, just on TikTok, some guy said that he got his front and his back license plate stolen out of his apartments, and they're really nice apartments, because most apartments in Frisco are really nice. Like, what is happening? I moved to the suburbs to get away from the craziness.
Bro, you ain't gonna get away from the craziness there in Frisco. It's only gonna get worse. And then this chick has been exposing. Her name's Sarah Gonzalez.
In there, and there is a fucking card table set up.
So she's doing like kind of similar to what Tyler Oliveira's doing.
Super strange that a technology company, two technology companies have just a spare room. Where are the computers? Where are the servers? Where's the technology that's happening here? Most importantly, where are the workers? Okay, here is...
Don't start your workforce.
Suite 175. Now, they had 21 H-1B visas in 2025, and we do have the records that show that they should have workers on site at this location. What do you know? No, another locked door. Lights are out, nobody's home. This one is Tech Bits on the LCA. We've got 2 2025 workers on site. Okay, it's locked. I don't think anyone is here at Tech Bits. All right, Unique Software Solutions have 4 H-1B visas. Let's see if anyone's home. Another locked.
This is like the Somalian daycare center scam. This is what's happening now. This is where we're at. You know, this is what it's come to.
2004. Like, everybody was Americans. But the fast forward, now you don't see any Americans.
This is Frisco, Texas, a once quiet farm town turned home to one of the largest and fastest growing Indian communities in America as the Indian population exploded from...
Bro, me and Cass went to an Asian market in Carrollton, which I think is around this area. Flooded with Indians, bro. Flooded.
Than 2% to
student driver stickers everywhere, Teslas.
Almost 20% Indian in the last 20 years. Many Texans are outraged, declaring there has been an Indian invasion. I pulled up to the Frisco Town Hall meeting to witness the clash of heritage Texans.
Hey, that's a good old boy right there.
Their new Indian
He's
neighbor.
finding a good fight.
Where are you from?
Hyderabad. I'm from India.
From India.
Where in India? Hyderabad? Why do you think Frisco became such a big hub for Indians?
They have their own community here.
Okay.
No, it's not like that.
Not like that here in Frisco?
No, it's not like. Yes, it is.
No.
Motherland India or Texas, USA?
Oh, obviously, motherland India. Obviously.
Then why aren't y'all there, dude? That's my whole thing. Why aren't y'all there?
Motherland India.
Hyderabad, of course.
Really? Did you come here on H-1B?
Yeah. I'm on H-1B.
H-1B?
Yeah.
You're H-1B?
Yeah.
Working here at 7-Eleven?
Yeah.
We need more or less?
Boy, God. You didn't have to do him like that. You didn't have to do him like that, Tyler. Is it working here at 7-Eleven? Cooked him.
Less H-1B people here.
We need a lot less. I have 2 master's degrees. I was making over $100,000 a year. They said, you're too expensive. We're going to hire Indians.
If residents don't wake up, you could eventually have an entire Indian city council here.
Bro, that's what's going to happen. The Frisco, I don't know if he's going to show up, but there's the Frisco Boy Scout. Frisco Boy Scouts, because like 2 white kids. Not to say they got to be white kids, but it was a majority of Indians. But I got a buddy who's a software engineer, and he's like, I'm not worried about AI. The AI I'm worried about is another Indian. I was like, whoa, that's crazy.
Because they're showing up to the voting polls and they're getting their people in.
If we give this up, we're doomed. The devil would say, well, you're racist. That's racist. According to the devil's dictionary definition of the term, I am racist. I can.
He was carrying a Confederate flag, so I mean, it checks out.
Here on H-1B.
When did you come?
2004. I was only one Indian.
My whole thing is the fraud that's happening. All these bogus companies. It's like the Somalia daycare fraud. It's the fraud, and then they're taking the jobs from people that are in the area, and then they're just taking over Frisco. Plano. Like, it's too much.
Entire my team, everybody was Americans. But
so basically they won't integrate. They just want to recreate India and Texas. To me, that's the problem. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree.
Forward now.
And then also they're taking their jobs.
Go to my work any other places, you don't see any Americans.
I got laid off 20 years ago. I worked in IT. I have 2 master's degrees.
And how much do you think they pay the H-1B replacement?
Well, at the time, 20 years ago, they paid him probably half what I make. I haven't been able to find a job in IT since, and it's really sad.
My name is Shri. My name is Inba. My name is Ardav.
This is the Boy Scouts.
Siddharth. Hi, my name is GT.
This is insurrection. This is the overthrow of the United States government.
Why are people with multiple H-1B companies registered to one address donating to Frisco's first Indian mayor?
If these were truly high-skilled Germans or Poles, we'd welcome the net positive.
I urge the council to reject such a rhetoric that divides residents based on where they came from.
Every person in this room right now, their ancestors have come from a different country, a different continent.
It seems like there's a lot of Indian people that are opening up their own companies and they have H-1B. So like, are they using that to bring people over? Are they possibly running laptop farms out of their houses and having employees from India do work? I mean,
bro.
Are they possibly running laptop farms out of their houses and having
Why did they do the cut of the Krusties, man? They had to do a cut of the Krusties? They hit Pardeep with the Krusties? Why are y'all doing that, bro? Leave this man's feet alone, man.
Employees from India do work. I mean, there's so many different questions.
H-1Bs are the scapegoats. The employers, those are the people who have to investigate it. If we turn away from God and the Word of God, if we worship these Indians, these Somalis, if we just give everything to them, willing to cut your own throat, we'll die. So what do I think about H-1B or whatever? I don't want to go to hell.
This dude's a savage. I mean, he's wearing a freaking... He's wearing a dadgum Confederate flag on him, you know? That's wild to me. This is wild to me. There's some other clips, though. Here we go. This dude, he covers a lot of it.
Breaking news update out of Texas when it comes to the H-1B visa situation. As you all know, Frisco, Texas, and Plano, Texas has an H-1B visa situation going on to where tech companies are only hiring H-1B visas. One thing I've noticed as an Uber driver is that everybody at the overflow lot at DFW International has these expensive Escalades, and it's all foreign drivers, and they're all driving Uber Black. Well, I found out from someone deep within the dealership situation with that viral video that I had whenever I had a bad buying experience of Toyota Richardson. I'll come to find out that 50% of all H-1B visas are customers of dealerships. And if you have an H-1B visa, you have actually Tier 1 credit. So if you come here with an H-1B visa, you can walk into any dealership, especially with a certain brand, and be qualified for about a 4% interest rate. So tell me, how is that fair whenever us...
Yeah, see, that's more of a system problem than a people problem. It's not their fault. I mean, it's not their fault. Unfortunately, it's not their fault. It's the fault of the system that's allowing them to get away with that. That's the big problem that we need to talk about. And that's horrible. The fact that that's what we're having to deal with. And that people can't go in, like, why don't people that are actual residents of here...
Let's just compile a list of the craziest...
Why don't the people that live here get that?
H-1B job titles. Janitorial services, a whole $31,200. Retail associate here, $20,800, which, by the way, is only about $5,000 above the federal minimum wage. Everyone keeps saying this is not...
But you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm honestly not even surprised. We've done so many videos on Section 8 food stamps. There's something about our country that we love to give away stuff to people that don't deserve it. I don't know what it is. This is why Cass and I are seriously considering where we're going to go. Like, should we move out of Texas? Should we move to Florida? Where should we go? Chat, let me know in the comments. Where do you think we should move to? What state should we move to where we can get away from all this craziness? Because right now it's getting bad. It's getting really bad. Especially in Texas with this, it's the Indian invasion. And, you know, it's wild to me that this isn't...
Indian Americans play a crucial...
If we worship these...
Like...
Where are you from? India?
This is wild to me that this isn't more of like a problem. But it's just like, it's just a growing thing, which is wild. Texas has been invaded.
From India? I'm from India.
South India. I'm an H-1B.
I'm into IT. Motherland India or Texas, USA?
Obviously, Motherland India.
Obviously.
Obviously, Motherland India.
We need more or less H-1B people here?
We need a lot less.
Why?
I got laid off 20 years ago. I worked in IT.
Seemingly spawning out of thin.
You know, the Indian population in...
Maybe we saw the first
If we
part.
worship these Indians, these Somalis, if we just give everything to them, willing to cut your own throat, we'll die.
Casteism is happening here in Texas.
Yes, absolutely. My heart for all immigrant people, but man, we got to do it the right way.
I want to ask you, infinite...
Look at that. And that dude looks like he might even be, you know...
Legal immigration, though, will still alter the fabric of any place, right?
Correct.
Would you be a proponent of infinite legal immigration?
Don't understand it quite what you're saying, but yes, I mean, if it's done legal, if it's done the right way, yes, because to what I've seen, countries have been blessed when immigration is involved. You know, when you got different kinds of groups involved, doing it the right way, following the rule of law, I think it's a good thing.
But if the law has allowed Frisco's Indian population to go from less than 2% to almost 20% Indian in the last 20 years, turning Frisco into a majority-minority city, is the intent of these work visas bringing Indians to America to support our labor force or to replace it altogether?
This is insurrection. This is the overthrow of the United States government, which is why 20 million people walked across that border. I can't go to Somalia and live, or Mexico. This is my home, America. The H-1B visas, we don't need them. We don't, not right now, someday, but not now.
And now, as of late 2025...
You know, it's just... The message is kind of there, but we need a better packaging. We don't need like a fat dude with a Confederate flag on his shirt. That's not what we need.
T-Mobile USA opened a global technology hub in Hyderabad, India that employs thousands of Indians while they're laying off Texans and Americans. They've even sent Americans to go train these Indians in India. T-Mobile USA could have easily opened up this technology hub in the United States of America, and they could have ran it out of one of the 2 Frisco offices on Warren Parkway. On top of that, T-Mobile spent $81.5 million on salaries for H-1B employees in the United States in 2025. All salaries that could have went to Americans. Is it a coincidence that T-Mobile has a new Indian CEO as of November last year? Probably not. We are the entrepreneurs, high-skilled professionals, fueling the tech and medical corridors that make our Colognes County a national leader. In Frisco, you will find us serving in our churches, seeking peace in our temples, practicing charity at our mosques. We are guided by timeless wisdom that...
I mean, that's the thing. He's not wrong about that. They're very family-oriented. Like there's a lot of similarities with the typical like American dream, or maybe even the Texan dream for that matter. Very family-oriented, very religious. They do well in school. They're not violent. Like there's a lot of really good things, but it just seems like it's turning into more than just that.
Since borders, people are upset. The American dream is alive and well here, and it's not because the streets are paved with gold, it's paved with the ingots of possibilities.
Every person in this room right now, their ancestors have come from a different country.
H-1B visa fraud in this city. Today, many Indian families are living in fear. Replace it with reality. Unqualified Indian and Muslim workers scamming Americans out of jobs, stealing tax dollars and destroying our nation and Texas. And the funniest part, if these were truly high-skilled Germans or Poles, we'd welcome the net positive. Instead, we get low-quality scammers with fake degrees, abusing our systems meant for generational Americans. And America is an idea. It lives in the hearts.
He's got a point. Because a lot of these people are taught in India, and they're not actually taught here in the
Indian
States.
Americans play a crucial role in
And so,
Indian Americans make up 1.6% of the population, but are responsible for $200 billion in taxes, have the lowest crime rate. And over the last couple of years, we've seen some of the greatest polarizations in the history of America.
He said America is an idea. Do you agree with that?
I think it's more than an idea. And I made sure that, he made a point that the Indian population in America is 1.6%. Well, in the city that he's running city council, it's 33%. So it's pretty obvious that there's a problem going on here.
Let's say we have infinite legal immigration. Is it better than illegal immigration?
It's funny because we've almost been tricked. We've been marketed this thing where we believe it is good to import people for jobs that we can't sufficiently do. We built the jobs. You're telling the people who built the jobs we can't do the jobs. So it almost sounds like scam. Well, they threaten them with the H-1B visa and they hold that over their head because if they don't work a certain amount of hours, they won't sponsor them. So they can't threaten you with being able to go back home because your home is in America, like the United States, if you're an American citizen. So, and they can just work them to the bone.
So I headed into the heart of Frisco.
That actually makes a lot of sense. That makes so much sense.
Go to speak to some of these elite H-1B engineers we've imported from India to save our economy from our unqualified, lazy American labor force. There is the Karya Sidhu Hanuman Temple, the god of courage. Where are you from?
I'm from Andhra Pradesh.
From Karnataka.
I'm from India.
South India.
Hyderabad? Are you from Hyderabad?
Yes.
Really?
I'm from Chennai.
Are you here on like H-1B?
No, right now still I am my student visa.
I see, like
so
F1.
yeah, yesterday the H1B results got rolled out, so I'm just waiting for my decision. Yeah, I'm one of them. Waiting for the same results.
Are you anxious right now?
Let's hope for the best.
I work in a company, software company.
Software?
Yeah.
And are you H-1B?
Yes.
Somebody said in the comments they're all software engineers, and yet motherland India doesn't even rank top 10 in digital services or SaaS exporters.
Are you on H-1B?
I graduated.
Okay.
And I'm working right now.
Okay. Are you like on F1 visa?
Yes.
I see. Why did you end up here in Frisco? Did you have friends and family here?
Yes.
Okay.
This is actually my uncle's.
Uncle's restaurant?
Yeah.
Your goal to go from F1.
Yeah, see, and a lot of people in the comments are like, they did it legally. I don't see the problem. They did it legally. I don't see the problem. It's not necessarily whether it's, they came here legally. That I'm cool with, H-1Bs. But I think it should be a certain amount of time, and either you assimilate to the culture or you don't. And if I was to go to India and not be Muslim and assimilate to the culture, I would be ostracized. They're not ostracized here. It's completely different. Like, you can't go to other countries and just do your own thing. You've got to assimilate to the culture. But then also there's massive amounts of fraud happening. That's another one of the big problems, is that they're coming over here starting these fake tech companies, and it's kind of like the Somalia daycare center. I don't care if it's Somalia or India or whatever. If it's fraud, it's fraud.
What is it in North Dallas and Frisco? Their football team, their high school football team, they don't have enough players.
And if you guys know anything about Texas and football, it is religion here in the state of Texas. The fact that they can't even, their football team is folding.
Because the majority of that school is from South Asia, from India. The students overwhelmingly, I think it's like 60-something% are from India. They came over on visas because of family members. They're considered...
Oh my God, somebody said they will be the best in STEM and band. Another comment says, please be patient, new driver. Please be patient, new driver.
Completely doing away with that high school football team. Every year, they never win a game. They're always getting blown out. Football's competitive out here.
It's very, very competitive, and especially in Frisco. And I've heard Frisco, the schools get so big, and instead of bumping up to like 6A or something like that, which is what they do in Texas, they just open up a new school so they can all stay kind of small, which is crazy.
Are you the manager? Yeah, I have permission. I'm here to ask you, are you paying F1 students illegal rates?
No students.
No?
Everybody has
You have paperwork?
Yes.
Yeah, you pay them legal rates? Are you sure?
Yes, sure.
Do you own the store?
I'm the manager, right?
What visa are you on?
I'm on a work visa.
Bro, I worked for a tech company that had an Indian CEO. And you know how I've talked in previous episodes, like stereotypes are earned, they're not given. A lot of the things that, you've heard are true, at least from when I worked for an Indian CEO. We would be like, hey, we really need updates to the product. We're going up against another company that has this, that, and the third. These things are things that everyone, like if they're looking at our product, these are the things and features they're looking for. And he was just like, no, they're not. They're not looking for that. We don't need to upgrade. So we were just losing out to competition over and over and over. It's because, like, why would anybody want to pay the same exact price or maybe just a little bit less for a product that's way worse? Way worse. And so that became the problem, is the fact that we couldn't even compete with this other company because our CEO was so cheap that he didn't want to roll out any new features. And then eventually, after I'd been there maybe about a year, when they did finally want to roll out a new feature, it was jank. It didn't work. It was not as explained. They're like, oh, it's going to be great. It's going to be, best thing since sliced bread. We'll be competing with our, direct competitors. People will love it. And it wasn't even that great. And then our system would go down all the time. And all of our developers were in India on a completely different time zone. All of our project managers were Indian. And like the meetings were brutal because you're trying to listen to people with accents, and their culture is a lot more abrasive than ours, and they're just like a lot more rude sometimes. So it was awful, dude.
On a work visa, H-1B?
I have a work visa. I don't want to reveal.
I was told on good authority there may be some F1 employees here being paid under the table illegal rates. That's what I'm asking you. Is that true or false?
Sir, this is a busy time.
Is it true or is it false?
Talk outside.
Where are you from?
I'm from India. Hyderabad.
I'm from India. Hyderabad. I'm from Hyderabad.
Is it Hyderabad?
Yeah. In India.
Okay, Hyderabad?
In the same state, but in a different city.
What visa are you on? F1 student? Yeah. What do you study?
Computer science.
I'm on green card.
Do I need to specify that?
Yes, if you could. Oh, you don't want to? Why?
That's my wish.
I see. I imagine you're on not an F1 if you're working, right?
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm a TN visa. I'm from India.
Okay, so your green card. Would you prefer India or USA?
US is good. I know US. That's why I'm here.
Is your wife here?
No, yes, yeah, but yeah.
Is she also on a visa?
No, she's not. She's in the same green card with me.
Same green card. And do you have kids?
Yes, sir. Yes.
And are they here?
Yes, they are here. They're going to school.
Okay,
Everything
so
is they're born and raised here.
Born and raised here?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you work in?
Software. Engineer. Software.
Software engineer. Did you get a college education in India or the USA?
India. Yeah, I work.
That's the problem. The standards there are much lower. It's like being a doctor in Somalia versus being a doctor in the USA. The standards are different, bro.
IT.
Why are Indians so good at software engineering?
That takes a lot of math, physics. I came here on
I will give the Indians that. They are very, very intelligent. I think Frisco's like the reigning champ of the spelling bees.
But then I converted to H1.
So you came on F1 and then graduated to H1?
Yeah.
It looks a little scammy almost.
Sure, yeah. Now I know that's a great thing. I'll remove that.
Is that your sticker?
Yes.
It is? Yes. Are you a student driver?
Student driver.
Why do you have that sticker?
My kid sometimes tries.
I see. But if so many of these highly specialized H-1B Indians first came to America to study at our colleges and then stayed here until they got an H-1B visa to work, then why exactly aren't American students educated in the same schools qualified to work the jobs we've been told we need these Indians for? Are Indians somehow vastly more overqualified than every other nationality on the planet and therefore receive 70% of America's H-1B visas? I met up with Mavash Siddiqui, a U.S. Foreign Service officer with 21 years of experience in national security and foreign policy, who worked as a visa officer at the U.S. consulate in India to understand what's going on here.
I'm not representing the U.S. government. I'm not representing any other entity. It is just me, myself, and I speaking from my personal experience as a consular officer in India, which was 20 years ago. So an H-1B visa is a guest worker visa. It's a temporary status visa. You abide by the laws of the United States as a non-immigrant, and then your permanent residence needs to be in India, so you have to return back. When I served
They never do.
in India, my job was initially to basically focus on what is known as non-immigrant visas, that it is a travel document which is meant for temporary visitors. What I saw...
Yeah, but dude, they're not returning. They're staying. They're shacking up here. They're not going anywhere. That's the problem. Even when I worked for a company and got flown out to Australia to work, and in my visa, it was like, it's a work visa. You can only be out here for 30 days, and then you got to go back to the States. It's just so bad to me that this is what it seems like it's turning into. I even asked ChatGPT. ChatGPT had to skirk around the fact that there's a lot of Indians in Frisco, and it just doesn't seem like they're assimilating. They're just taking over. They're building mosques. Population shift. The Asian population, including India and Frisco, grew from 10% in 2010 to over 33% by early 2026. Indian Americans in the area are heavily involved in technology and professional sectors. Frisco is ranked among the top cities in Texas for Indian population with approximately 39,000 residents. City council meetings in early 2026 became venues for derogatory comments from some residents targeting Indian professionals with accusations of a takeover and fraudulent activity. Well, it does seem like there is some fraudulent activity. It really does.
I have some questions about the H-1B visa workers that you have here.
Can I call cops? I can't call.
Yeah, sure. I would love for the cops to come out here. Here we have Quibbitz Tech Systems. Tech is in the name, so you would think technology, okay? They have filed 13 H-1B visas and 12 were approved in the year 2025. One was denied. So you would expect that at least 12 people were working in this house right here.
Wait, it's just a house? Is this what they're doing? Is this how they're able to buy these? Like, I was looking at real estate in Frisco and Plano, and these houses are really expensive. That house is listed on Zillow for $522,000, 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, and 2,700 square feet. Like, are they coming over here in droves like that and buying these houses and living all together?
Hi. Are you Hari?
Yeah.
Hi.
Man, still in his underwear, bro.
I was wondering, I was just looking for more information.
No, that's at 90s undies.
On Quibbitz Technology.
Can I call cops? I can't call.
Yeah, sure. I would love for the cops to come out here. I just have some questions about the H-1B visa workers that you have here.
Right now I cannot talk anything. If you want, I can talk to my lawyer. Thank you.
Okay. So are the workers in here? Are the 12 workers for your company in here? Do they work out of here?
No.
Okay, so what is Quibbitz then? Cubits?
I don't want to talk.
Where are the workers? They're supposed to. USCIS says that they're here.
No.
Yes.
No.
Well, where are they?
They are in my company. I have a company where.
Where's your company located?
Hey, somebody is knocking on my door and then they are like threatening me.
I'm not threatening you, sir.
She's not threatening you at all, bro.
Please, can you help me?
I'm literally asking you a question.
3 Promontory Drive,
Great.
Frisco, Texas 75033.
You're engaging in a conversation with me, sir. Where is your office?
It's techsystems.com. You find address.
As you just heard Hari say, his workers are all at the office. Now that address can be found, as he just said, on his website, QubitzTechSystems.com. We went out there to check that out, see if Hari was telling the truth. Suite 137. Initially, you think, oh, maybe this is actually checking out. Maybe he's telling the truth, until you look in the window and see that it's just a couple of fold-out tables and a single chair. Pretty cramped working quarters for 12 H-1B workers. Is this behavior of an individual who's done nothing wrong and is innocent? Is this type of behavior?
I mean, what's crazy to me, too guilty when he needs to call the cops and tell you to talk to his lawyer. What's weird to me is, and especially in today's economy, a lot of people work remote. So I could kind of see where you have a location, you can write it off as a business expense, but then you work remote. But it's kind of fishy that none of them have any employees working there. That's kind of odd to me. So it's the fact that they're coming over in droves, taking jobs from Americans, from hardworking Americans, people that have computer science degrees, and they're able to take their degrees from India where the standard is much lower. Because if the standard is really high in India, people in San Francisco moved to India to build a tech company. You didn't see Sam Altman be like, I moved to Mumbai, I moved to Hyderabad so I could start a company. No, they're going to San Francisco, they're going to California. So it's crazy to me that they say it's some of the best software engineers. If it was so good, why isn't everybody moving out there? But they're not, and they're taking over, and they're not assimilating, which is a problem. Which is why Cass and I we were looking in like, Salina, Prosper, Plano, Frisco, but it's a massive Indian population. And just personally, I don't know. I can't relate. I can't resonate with the culture. Now, the neighborhood I'm in right now, like most of my neighbors are Mexican, and they are a good time. We just had Easter, so happy late Easter, by the way. And they had like a mini block party. Bro welcomed us with open arms. We pulled up. I brought a bottle of Crown. They were giving us beers, shots. We were having a good time talking. It was like whatever, dude. Like they really welcomed us, and It was a lot of fun. And our favorite neighbors is a Mexican family that lived like across the street. And so that culture we love. And I love Tex-Mex. That's why I don't want to leave Texas, because I love Tex-Mex so much. But these Indian populations, it seems like they just really stick together. You don't see them like assimilating and hanging out with other cultures. Like they're just like always by themselves. So I don't know. Do you guys think it's a problem? It's kind of the reason I want to get out of Texas, bro, to be honest with you. Ain't that right, Lokes? Oh, my bad. I forgot to feed you. My bad. Free. Go to your place. But it's getting worse, man. It's getting worse. What does this guy got to say? What do we got here? The resentful Muslim feminist.
Feminism is perfect for a resentful person that wants to blame another person for why things are going wrong in their life. Why does he get to have this and not me? Why does he get to have a career and I'm staying home with the kids? Why does the brother have double what the sister has in inheritance? Why can the man marry 4 wives and the woman cannot marry 4 husbands? Why? You see how many times they ask why? As if we are the interrogated and they are the interrogator. As if we are the defendant and they are the judge. They're not our judge. They're not fit to be our judge. Because the same basic question before we ask why is one. How can you prove that despite physical, psychological, anatomical, physiological, and psychological differences between men and women, that everything should be the same? Isn't this the assumption of feminism?
Bro, and people call me a misogynist. Oh my god. This is getting bad, bro. It's getting bad. It's bad. It's really bad. Muslim feminist.
It is your local misogynist, Ali Dawa.
So I used to be one of those Muslim women who were like, I'm not a feminist. We don't need feminism. Islam gave us rights before feminism. We just need Islam. They had me. Like, they got me. They keep you they're so loud about how feminism is so anti-Islamic. Feminism has destroyed society. Feminism, blah, 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 blah. While they completely hijacked Islam with their misogyny.
If a man doesn't fear Allah, if you're married to a man who doesn't fear Allah, do you think he's going to give a crap about a woman-made law? No, he's not. So that's in the angle, but there's a lot of similarities between feminism and Islam. Alhamdulillah, that Islam gave the right.
Let me just look something up. I just want to look up Sharia law beliefs here. Understanding that, let's see here. What are the 5 rules of Sharia? Ritual, worship, transactions and contracts, behavior, morals and manners, beliefs, and punishments. Okay. Not a secular Islamist. The current Sharia law implemented in Muslim countries from the Quran. Elements to contradict. Let's see here. The traditionalist is cherry-picking according to the system instead of adhering to the Quran, or it was just a product of its time and not divine. The modern Sharia law has a lot of human influence, but yet there are divine laws. Okay, this is telling me nothing. Like, I want to know, like, is some of the laws like you can do things to your wife if she doesn't listen? You can have multiple wives. I mean, like other guy was talking about, it's like, it seems like women are slaves in their culture, which I think is terrible. That's absolutely awful. But yeah, isn't that right, Lokes?
What they do?
What do you guys think about this stuff? Stuff's wild, right? You gonna move to Texas? You guys moving to Frisco? But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It was good to have you guys out, man. Until next time, peace.